Good morning to all my students out there, and I'm welcoming you to the new lecture of business studies. And previously we were actually discussing the topic that is staffing. So it is one of the important function of the management. So you have just learned about what is the staffing means and what is the definition. With the help of the definition, you come to know what is actually the staffing. The staffing actually means it is only where the man is concerned, where you are just concerned about the manpower planning. It is called staffing. Here there is nothing else, only how you appoint a man, how you select it, how you recruit it, what are the plan of the promotion, and what are the compensation policy, recruitment, everything which is related to the men or an employee, how you are going to recruit them, how you are going to select them, that all come to the staffing function. So it is a very important function. So there are some important points. What is the importance of staffing? Today we will try to discuss it and try to understand it. So first, the importance of the staffing. The first point is that is filling the role by obtaining the competent person. So as you all know that the staffing function itself is just finding out what kind of the job should be designed in the organization structure to achieve a desired result. You all know that for the management is the final goal is to achieve the desirable result, the objective and the aim of the organization. So there is only the man, there are only the men, or you can say the employees, who are the key factor of any of the business, any of the firm, any of the factory. It means whatever is planned in the the manager has to first plan it. What is the organizational structure? So when you are just clear about the structure of the management or the structure of the organization, you are just clear about what kind of the job positions are there for the men, and it is to be designed according to the requirement of the requirement of the work which is required for a particular factory or particular administration. So it's a very important. The importance of the staffing is, first of all, it is filling the role of obtaining the competitive person. So whatever is designed in the process of the planning, that what this kind of employee or this kind of qualification are required to fulfill. So it means that whatever is designed, here it is a time to fulfill those job positions and designed design kind of position for the particular employees. So it's very important. So next is the placing right person at the right job. It means that when you are clear about what kind of the number you required for the particular position of the job, what is the design of a particular job position, for that what qualified person can be there on that job position, then you move to the right person on the right job. You are clear about how many person and people you require, and you are clear about what kind of the person you require is, what kind of the qualification you need for that particular design job, what kind of the skill you want from that particular person as an employee you are going to opt it, or you are going to admit it in your firm. So once you are just pretty clear about the number of the employee you needed, what kind of job you want from that person, the next step is, the next importance of the staffing is to placing a right person or a right job. It's also very important that the right person should be placed at the right job. If it is not placed accordingly, it is not only the loss of that person, because that person you can't be motivated that person who is not on a right position. Also it will be loss to the organization, because it is a loss of money, loss of a time, because you have devoted so much time to just selecting a particular one person for a particular job, and if that decision is wrong, if that person who is appointed on a particular job position is not qualifying, it's not according to your requirement, it will not give you the 100% result. So it's very important for the right person should be there on a right job, and it is only the staffing process which actually ensure that. With the help of all there is a big process of selecting an employee. It means first you go with the recruitment process, then the selection process, then it will be the placement process. It is such a huge phenomena of just selecting a one employee. So at least that decision should be of a prudence, that whenever you are making an arrangement of the selection of the employee in the staffing process, it should be just and fair. So next is the growth of the enterprises. So yes, the staffing function plays a very important role in the growth of the enterprises. Once you have selected a competent person with the right qualification and whatever the skill you required, once you have selected that person, so that person is going to put their efforts and cause the increase in the growth of the organization itself. Because if as soon as the right person will be occupied the job position, they will give you the 100% result in the form of their performance, in the form of their skills, and with their effectiveness and efficiency in their work, ultimate the growth of that employee cause the growth of the employee, your enterprises. So it means that a good staffing, a good manning is very much required for the growth and survival of the enterprises. Because if it is only the staffing, it is only the manpower, it is only the employees which are actually cause the increase in the proficiency, which keep your firm from here to here, which keep your organization from the down to the up. With the efforts and the competent employee can only the competent employee can put your organization from the down to the up. And also, if it is only the employees who are uncompetent, who are not being at the par with their job, which are not suited to the job just because of any reason, where they are not competent because of their qualification or their their skills are not according to, or they are not properly motivated, then these kind of employee can cause their top organization to the downstairs. So it is very important. Either you have a good financial resources, if you have a good natural resources, but the good financial resources and the good natural resources are used less until and unless you are not selecting a right person on a right job. So we can say that the growth of the enterprises are directly related with the growth and the growth of the employees, and also a competent employee should be there on a right position. So next importance is the optimum utilization of human resources. So optimum utilization of human resources. It is a very important question for the manager to how much employee is needed, how many employees are needed. So it is very important to assess the number of employees required in the organization. That has to be assessed by the manager. Or also it means that what type of employee they actually required for a particular job. These two questions are the key factor for deciding a right staffing, appointing the right employees or a staffing. So it means that optimum utilization means that there should be the 100% utilization of your resources, and your resources will be wasted if you are not appointing, you are appointing more than you require, or you are appointing the uncompetent employees. So it's very important for a 100% utilization that there should be no there should be no increase of the employee, means there should be no overrated. How much you needed should be selected. How many number of the people or employee you needed should not be more than that. And it's also not underrated, means how much you needed and it is below the number, even then your work will be hampered. So it's very important the number of the employees, how many people you needed should be properly assessed. Also important the second aspect, that is what kind of the qualification or type of a job you require actually. So it's also you have to be take care about that the employee who is coming, you are selecting in a huge process of selection. If it is not according to the qualification or the format of the job, that is if a format of the job required a particular qualification or a particular the skill or performance level or the experience, if that employee is not competing with all these things, that it is also cause the loss of the organization. So for the optimum utilization of the human resources, you have to be, it is a very important important process of the staffing, that it's through the staffing it is assessed that how many number of the people or employees you require and what kind of type of the employee you are required. That is all done in the staffing process. That's why it is called, where the staffing is very much important for your organization. Next is the help in the competing. So help in competing, it means that the staffing function is very much important for competing a same kind of organization. If it is competing with this other kind, it means if you are competing the same kind of company, suppose they are same with all the aspects, they are same with their human resources, they have the same kind of human resources, they have the same kind of financial resources, you can only compete with the aspect of the human resources powers with you. If you have a competent human resources power, or you can say the competent employees with you, there is no need to be worried about that if they are the same in all aspects except the power of your employees. It means if you have a competent employees, they can keep you or put your organization from the bottom to the top. Okay, so we can, with the help of the employee, can compete with the other organization. Although if the other things are equal, if the financial resources and the natural resources are the same, except that is the human resources. So competent human resources are proved to be the key factor of any of the organization. Next is that is the improve job satisfaction and morale of the employees. So it does not end with the staffing process does not end with the appointment, but all is also it is more than of all, that is training, promotion and the compensation also motivate the employee. So we can say that the staffing process is not only restricted to only the appointment of the employees. It is much more than that. It means also the training comes in the staffing process. Then the promotion is also the part of the staffing process, and the selection of or setting of the compensation to the employee. Actually, the training, promotion, and work on the compensation. Compensation means different kind of the remuneration, the payment to the employees, just like a salary or a wages on the behalf of their work. So it means it actually motivates the employees for the work. You are inducing the employees to do more better and better and better. Only with the help of the training and promotion and deciding the right remuneration motivate the employees for the work. So it is also the part of the staffing. So we can say that only appointment, only recruitment and selection of the employee is not it's not enough, but staffing is much more than that. Staffing also includes the development of the employees, and the training is also be the part of the staffing. Next is that is the key to effectiveness for other functions. It is only staffing. After planning and organizing, it is only the staffing which proved to be the key factor for the you can say the management function. Because in the other function you are to be arrange all the things, but the key factor is the human being. The key factor are only the employee of a particular company or an organization. If they are not competent, then these other resources are useless, as I have told you. So the key factor, key to the effective for other function means the you can say that the management function has basically 5 functions. It includes the planning, organizing, the staffing, the directing and controlling. So you can say the staffing plays a very important role in among all these 5. If we talk about the previous 2 functions, that is the planning or the organizing, the staff, if the right person is not on the right job, if the right employee is not there, then your planning and your organizing is useless. You will not put your planning to the extent where you want to. You can't achieve any desired or a planned goal if your employees are not competent to achieve those. Also, your directing process, your controlling processes also be not give you the 100% what you expecting from your directing process and the controlling process, because all the other functions are basically depend upon the human being. The you can say the employees of the company who are working actually, who are putting actually, they are shaping all the thinking process, all the planned things into the on the real way. They are transferring your plans to the real world. So these are only the employees who plays a very important role. So all the appointment of the employees and all you can say the selection process, the process related to the recruitment, the process related to the promotion, everything comes, which is actually include for the man is come to the staffing. So these are the importance of the staffing, and in the next we will try to do and we will discuss about what is the process of the staffing. So I hope you people are just learning and reading at your own way by referring other books, and I am just sending you the best wishes for your studies. Till for the next lecture, I am saying good luck to you.